gang, guess what today is? It's not the first day of spring because that just happened. Today is wonky hair curl day, maybe, because that just happened. I mean, whatever. We're just going to go with it. Because today is self-appointed, every official cutoff day. We're just going to embrace all things cutoff and talk about the absolute essential pair of shorts that every wardrobe needs. Every closet, everybody needs to have this season. And we have got a bevy. And I'm going to officially announce that is the second time I've used the word bevy today. We're going for vocab. A bevy of selections in cutoffs in our stores, online, and we have absolutely got the best one for you. And of course, if we're just going to talk about our favorite, I know we shouldn't play favorites, but I'm going to go ahead and do it, and we're going to talk about the Parker. A. Goldie Parker. The cutoff that started all cutoffs. This is the one that works well on so many people, so many bodies, and we have now not one but two lengths. So for those of you who were looking for a little bit more length in their short last year, we heard you. We answered the call, and now we've got a whole nother length. So starting with the one that I'm wearing, this is the OG, the original Parker. This is the shorter length in swap meat. I just love the name of that color. It just, to me, sounds like vintage and cool and old and yummy. And these are what really, honestly, gang, started it all. Now, you might ask, what makes this short so fantastic? The answer is quite simple. The leg opening. This is, to me, what changed this girl from a non-short wearer to a short wearer, because I do not have the sausage effect. Do you know what I'm talking about? The sausage effect? I know you do. I know you do. Carla. Oh, hi, Carla. It is that short that is too tight on the legs, that squeezes your thigh, that you are literally looking at it as you're putting it on, and you are waiting for it to hit here, when you already know it's going to be too tight and it's going to be horrible, and you're going to abandon it to the corner of the dressing room, and you're going to be frustrated and say, forget it, I'm never wearing shorts again, and moving on. These shorts don't do that. That is why I love them. So they've got a wider leg opening. Look at from the side. I think it's important to see kind of from all angles. Enough room for strong, athletic legs. And that is the reason that I love these. They are so darn flattering. Now, little bit higher rise too, which is kind of the second reason I think these are a game changer. Little bit more of a hold you in. Can I say the name again? Yes, this is the A. Goldie Parker short. Now I am wearing the shorter length. We also have the longer length. There are always so many questions about what size to wear. Ash talked about these the other day. I think, like I say this too, can see, if you guys want to see these on a bunch of different body types, check out our reels on Instagram today. We've got our whole style crew modeling them. And you guys know we go from 5'3" to 5'10". We go from petite to curvy. We are more athletic in our legs. We are itty bitty. I mean, it is the whole range. You can really see how fabulous they look on everyone. So, sizing. How do you find your size in the Parker? My advice is this. I think they stretch. I really, really do. So think about how you want to wear your cutoffs. So do you want to wear them more kind of casual, knock around, just like slip them on, don't even think twice about it, easy peasy? Or do you want something that has just a little bit more shape to it? If you want a little more shape, then my recommend on the Parkers is to go with your normal size in denim. If you want something more relaxed, then I say go up a size. You can't go wrong. And I was saying this the other day, actually, when I was wearing these. I was talking to the amazing gal who does my hair, and she's like, I just bought both sizes because I wanted some for knocking around on the boat on the weekends, and then I wanted another pair that I could wear with like a cute top if I was maybe going out to dinner or patio perching or hanging out with girlfriends. And I said, I mean, you do you. I mean, two's better than one, right? So fun. So that is my selling story on the Parker. I'm going to show you. So this is the other, this is the short. Okay, so this is the same short in white. This is platinum, the color is called. I mean, first of all, asking to find a great cutoff short and then asking to find a great cutoff short in white is like the holy grail, right? I mean, who can even find that? I love this Parker. The platinum color is like not bright white, which is actually one of the other reasons I absolutely love this. It's just a little bit softer, not quite cream, but not bright white. So there's something about it too that I think just feels a little bit more vintage, a little bit more lived in. Easy. Okay, so here is the shorter version. Should we talk about the longer version? Yes? All right, here you go. All right, so the longer version of the Parker. Here's the big question. What's the length difference, right? What is the length difference? It is 2 1/8 inches. I had to double and triple check that. It is true. 2 1/8 inches longer. Now, how does that fit? This is not quite a Bermuda length, the longer length. It is still, you know, on me, if we're just going to go like 2 1/8, it's going to hit me about here. You can see me wearing them in reels. I'm wearing the white longer Parker. So you can see where it kind of hits me on my leg. It just gives you a little more coverage on that thigh. Same relaxed, wider leg opening, same rise. So equally comfy, same fit. If you are a 28 in the short, you are a 28 in the long. No having to double check which size is which for length differentiation. I think honestly, gang, both equally cute. It's just a matter of what you're looking for. If you just don't love a shorter cutoff, which I totally hear you, I absolutely get that, then I would just go with that longer length. They are so fun and so flattering. Or if you already have the shorter Parker and you just want something new and fresh, get the longer one, because it's like a different way to wear it. Now, should we talk a little bit about how we wear our Parkers? Like what we want to pair them back to, what we're wearing them with? Well, little known fact, or maybe it's a lot known fact. I talk to you guys so much every week that sometimes I forget how many things I tell you. One of my favorite combinations always, especially when I'm in shorts and I'm maybe not feeling 100% ready to just get out there and expose it to the world, I like a little bit more covered up on top with a little bit more bare on bottom. So a sweater or a sweatshirt paired back to a Parker is one of my favorite looks. It helps me ease into spring and summer. I feel a little bit more confident because I don't feel like it's all just kind of out there. And I don't know, it's kind of a fresh way to do it, right? I have a couple other great options too, of course, that feel like a little bit more warm weather, high weather time. But I think this is a perfect combination for cooler nights, cooler days, easing into the season. So this is the Sanctuary Horizon sweater. And I love this sweater because to me, it screams beach. It is really lightweight, just a cotton little knit V-neck. So I know I've been hearing from so many people that they are just looking for more V-necks, right? Open up that neckline. If you are busty and curvy on top, this is such a flattering neckline. Let's show a little va-va-voom. Why not? No matter what your shape. So that's another reason I love a V. And I also just think as we're transitioning into warmer weather, it's just a little bit cooler. So I love this guy. I think this is a great one to throw in your suitcase, pack it if you're getting away. But it's also an easy way to wear color. So if you are not a big color wearer, you've got your neutral on top and then you've got your color on the bottom. More of like kind of an ombre effect, and this pink and this orange is so darn fun. Now, other cute sweaters I had to grab. This is the cardigan that Meg is wearing in our reels. This is from Rowan and Ryan. I want to get the name of it right. This is the Jacqueline Ombre. So you can see we've got an ombre moment happening here. But if you're looking for more of a cardi silhouette, this is a fabulous one to wear. Now, one of the reasons I love this guy is because you can wear it just as a V-neck sweater, or you can pop a little cami or a tee on underneath. Really flexible, really fun. And this, I think, is a little bit softer color. So if this feels like too much, too bold, then I would go here. Again, really cute. Meg was wearing it with white, which I thought looked so fresh and so fun. I mean, how cute is that? It just screams like spring. Bring it on. Really cute. She was wearing the longer Parker with this. One of my absolute favorite cardis. And again, really lightweight. You guys saw an easy one to wear. In the pullover category, if you're looking for more of a crew This little Fate sweater I think is one of my favorites. Now this is going to be more of a crew neck, so a little bit more covered up, but you're still getting that great effect. Now this guy is more relaxed. So this is a small. You can see that it definitely has more of that drop shoulder. Also though, a really, really lightweight knit. I'm just loving this like summer sweater moment that's happening. These lighter sweaters are so great. And a nice alternative to a sweatshirt that we've all been living in, but equally comfy. So the pink, the cream, and the gray, I think this would also be so darn cute. Back to that little white Parker, and see how it just pops it and makes it a little bit more springy, but still really cute with the blue. Kind of can't go wrong. Now, we've all been obsessed with that short sleeve sweatshirt moment, right? I mean, we just love it. It's like the two perfect things. Perfect for weather, and then you've got this like great little sweatshirt and they had a baby. So why shouldn't we do it with sweaters? So this great little sweater from 525 just came in. I think this is such a fun one. Again, more of that cream moment. So if you guys are noticing, I think this like kind of natural moment is happening instead of this like bright, bright, bright white, which I think is actually more flattering for skin tones, a little bit easier to transition into when we haven't seen the sun in many, 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 many months. How many manys can I say, right? So this guy, so fun, 525. This is also going to be, I'm just going to pop this on so you guys can see. It's a little bit shorter length. So that's where I think this higher rise in the Parker comes into play and makes this so easy to wear. Trying to be a good gal and hang up my things instead of tossing them aside like a maniac. I also think this little sweater is so fun because you could dress it up a little bit. You know, like if you popped on a little skirt or even just a plain white jean, like the Riley would be so cute with this. Oh, dang, how cute is that? So, I mean, this is really cute. I hadn't tried this on yet. Oh, I knew I'd like it. Oh, okay, so 525 cotton knit, really runs true to size and an easy little pairing. Now, speaking of pairings, I was thinking a lot about footwear and what to wear with cutoffs. Now, there's like the obvious like little slip, right? So fun. Of course, we love slides. But I think sometimes with cutoffs, one of the things that I think about a bit is just how to make me feel comfortable getting myself back into shorts. So to me, there's two ways to do it. Either giving myself a little bit of height, just enough that I still feel comfy and it doesn't feel like I'm trying too hard, right? But enough that I just get a little bit of lift, or going with more of a neutral shoe. So the first shoe I popped on was this great little raffia slide from Dolce Vita. Now, this reminds me a little bit of that fun studded slide we had that like blew out the door in that more neutral color. This to me is its like sweet sister, who is so fun and so flattering on, so easy to wear. I love this guy. It's totally flat, which is nice. I mean, you got just that little teeny bit of lift, but you can see that it's a neutral, so it goes with anything. It's going to go with black. It's going to go with gray. It's going to go with what I'm wearing now. This sweater that is going to stay in my closet because I'm now officially obsessed with it. But this is one of my favorites when it comes to just a simple little neutral shoe, and I think goes back to just about anything. So, okay, we're talking about sweaters. That's a fun layer. Should we talk about sweatshirts? Yeah, we should. Because if you're not going to pop on a sweater, I know you're going to want to put on a sweatshirt. So I've got 3 fun little options, just like I did for sweaters, to think about. The first one, this little sporty version. I'm saying a lot today, so just tell me to zip it, Watson. Let's find another adjective. This super cool, super fun, sundry camo sweatshirt with these varsity neon stripes. Now there is a little bit of a neon moment happening, right? I mean, you almost can feel it, I think, in this sanctuary sweater. Neon hits. Like, I'm not talking necessarily all over neon. I think there's a time and a place for that, and I'm here for it. Sign me up. But you guys know I love myself a neutral, but I think popping a neon back to a more like known print, like a camo, is such an interesting and fun combination. So this sweatshirt from Sundry, you guys know this fabrication. This is what your Saturday skirt is in. P.S. They're selling like crazy, so get your hands on one before they are gone. This is what your everyday jogger is in, and now we've got it in this fabulous sweatshirt. What I think is terrific about this sweatshirt is that it slips off the shoulder. So you can wear it open. Here's how I'm thinking you're going to do it, right? You're going to wear it just as a regular pullover on your flight if you are zipping away. And then when you get to your destination, off the shoulder it goes, grab yourself a Corona, and you are ready for vacay. So fun, so easy, and so, so yummy. I love this guy with blue. I think it feels really fresh, but again, I mean, are we sensing a theme here that everything looks good with white? I mean, everything just looks good with white. It's just cute and fun. So cute. Okay, so that is your like day to night sweatshirt. On the shoulder, off the shoulder. Fun little sexy play. Now, if you're looking for something a little bit more sporty, this little puppy just came in, and I think she's so darn cute, from Chaser. And I think it might be the color. It just reminds me of the ocean, which is so fun. I want you to see the fit of this so you can see this on. So cute. Because it's a tiny bit shorter, just a tiny bit, and it has that same drop shoulder. So I'm super broad, really, really broad shouldered, and I sometimes have trouble with straps. So this guy, try not to get like 19 tags in my face. Sometimes I like a drop shoulder because it doesn't feel so restricting. And this is really cute because look at little 3/4 sleeve. So it's already rolled and tabbed for you. Does this not just scream like beach? Can you not see yourself sitting on a patio with this? A fruity drink in hand, listening to Bob Marley, chilling and just enjoying the sunrise or sunset? I mean, I think probably not a sunrise if you've got a Corona in hand. But I mean, you do you. I mean, you're on vacation. So I say you do whatever feels right. And I know that sometimes on those vacations, time change, and then your kids are up at 4 o'clock in the morning. By the time you get to 9 o'clock, it feels like you've been up all day. So there you go. But really, really fun little sweatshirt, drop shoulder, roll tab. Love this little hoodie, and the color's so darn yummy. I'm not even going to show you because we all know this is going to be adorable with white, but really, really fun. But speaking of white, let's talk about white shoes. Do you ever find white shoes be tricky? Like they either can make your feet look too big, or they're kind of clunky, or they're not comfortable. So I grabbed two of my faves. One from Sam Edelman, one from Dolce Vita. So we talked a little bit about that lift, and I think that's where both of these come in so handy. Now this guy, this is the Annalisa from Sam Edelman. This is a little bit more, I think, of your like, I don't know, sporty slide, right? You've got that fun kind of cushion. I'm trying to figure out how to hold this so you can see it. That fun little cushion rib at the top, a little bit of a lift, a white sole, little bit less. You always think you feel like a nurse. You feel like, I hear you. That is why I think, and like not in a nurses are bad, more of a like you feel like you're wearing like white nurses shoes. I get that. And so here's why I think both of these are so cute. I'm going to slip them on so you can see the difference. I like a white shoe when it's just a little bit more bare, or it gives you a little bit more lift. I think when you get that like heavy, heavy coverage in a white shoe, that's when it gets tricky. So here's a Sam Edelman, and you can see just not as much coverage. I also think it helps that I'm wearing a short. I'm going to be honest. Like I think sometimes a white shoe with a white jean can get a little bit heavy white, and it's just a lot of white going on. So having a little bit more of a bare leg, I think, can really help. And then this is where that lift comes in the flat form that I find that makes me just feel a little bit more comfortable in my cutoff those first couple months I'm wearing them until I'm like, oh, just all in, and I'm just embracing the cutoff for what it is. Amazing. Okay, so that's one. Now then we've got the Dolce Vita. Now this guy has a little bit more coverage. I know sometimes I hear that keeping on that like slightly more bare slide can be tricky, right? You get that like flip flop, or it's not staying on your foot. So that's one of the reasons I love this Dolce Vita, because it's got a little bit more coverage. But again, I think it's not so covered that it feels heavy. Now this one definitely has more lift to it than the Sam Edelman, and you can see almost like a mini wedge, but crazy, crazy comfortable. So much cushion in the sole, and a fun little shoe to bring on vacay or just have with you all summer long. This guy also does come in black, which is so fun. So easy to wear, either one. You kind of can't go wrong. But this is maybe like your second neutral after that great little Dolce Vita. Okay, sweatshirts. What about like you're loving the hoodie, but you're just one of those people who really wants like an option, right? You want to be able to layer it on, layer it off, layer it on, layer it off. So here's my thought. This is where that Chaser hoodie comes into play. Now this is a Chaser Dolman zip up. I like this guy because it's a similar kind of style to this, a little bit more relaxed in the body. Hoodie, which is great, but I would say comparatively a little bit lighter weight. So a little bit more drape to this, where I think this guy has a little bit more structure. Really fun. I feel like I just saw a question about white. The white cutoffs I showed, yes, those were a Goldie, and they fit. They are all fitting the same. If you are the same, I find for me, in my white Parkers, I am the same as I am in blue. I do not change my size. And again, I attribute that all to that leg opening. I don't find that always true in white cutoffs, but in Parkers, I do. Thank you, Parkers. Thank you. You're grabbing them both. I'm so glad you're getting them both because they are delightful. Okay, so sweatshirts. You've got your like off the shoulder, you've got your little fun sporty beachy hoodie, and then you've got your great little layer. Now, here's the question that I think can come up sometimes is, what if you want to just elevate, your cutoff look a little bit more? Well, this is where I think the wrap comes into play. So I'm going to throw on one of my favorite layering pieces that is absolutely flying out the door as our foundation. And then we're going to try on a couple different wraps, and you can see what that looks like and how to kind of dress up your shorts just a little bit. Okay, this is the Chaser Soho V Muscle Tee. We have been talking about muscle tees, right? Ash wore some in reels. If you didn't catch that, you can see how she styled different ones. Why do we love this one? I love that it has a little bit of a cap, and I also love that it has a V. So muscle tees, I think, can be tricky, right? They come a little bit further on your shoulder, and if you are busty, that like hit off the shoulder, while it's nice to get a little bit more coverage, it can make you look really broad. And if you're already broad, it's going to make you look even more broad. So that is why I absolutely love this version from Chaser, because I get that muscle tank sleeve, but I get a more open neckline, which I think is so darn flattering. Now, here it is in white. Comes also in this yummy stripe, which I think is so darn cute, and then this great black. Okay, so at $59, it's a really easy investment. It's a nice alternative, I think, to the Iris. So if you like that Michael Stars Iris, but it's a crew and that just feels too choked up for you, this is a really easy way to get that same look. Really different from the Michael Stars boat neck. So you're kind of thinking about those essential pieces you have in your closet for this time of year. They all kind of do something different. I just think this one is so darn flattering. It's a multiple color buy for sure. So I've got the white one on. And then let's talk about wraps. So I also think this is a fantastic way to ease into a cutoff if you are not ready to show your legs, or if you're just more comfortable having a little bit more coverage on your backside. Wraps, secret sauce. Secret sauce. So we've got so many fun ones. I don't know where to start. Okay, let's do this guy first, and then we'll get to the other two. So why do we love a wrap with a cutoff? Well, like I said, it gives you a little bit more coverage on your legs. It makes you feel like Stevie Nicks, and like that's never a bad thing. This one's from Love Stitch. Should I tuck this tag in so you guys can see it without the tag? That would be helpful, I think. Okay. So from Love Stitch, such a pretty combination. You can see how nice I think this actually looks with the V. It just follows the line. But then check out from the back. Just a little bit more coverage on your leg, right? But you guys, it's so lightweight, which I think is what makes a wrap so delightful and such an easy layer to pop on, because you're not weighing yourself down, but you are giving yourself just a little bit more coverage. Now, if I wanted to elevate my shoe a bit, I love the Sam Edelman and the white. I think they're so fun, but they're maybe a little bit sporty. If I wanted to turn it up just a notch, that's where I would grab this little sandal. Same effect, right? Really neutral. This is from Dolce Vita. Let me give you the name so I can remember. The Percy. There we go. Right? Yep, there we go. So you can see neutral, little hit of kind of creamy white, as well as this just little kind of animal speckle. You get a tiny bit of lift in this one. Not a ton, just a little bit, but a little bit more bare than that last Sam Edelman I had on. And I think just a tiny bit more dressed up. I also think this would be adorable with just a white jean. So here's kind of wrap number one, again from Love Stitch. Such a fun one. Now, if you want to go a little bit more subtle in your print, that's where I would grab this guy, which I think is so pretty. This one is from Gentle Fawn. Remember, these are one size fits all, which is so delightful. Also looks really cute with a dress or with jeans. But here's something just with a little bit more subtle print. So it's kind of got a nod, if you see it, to an animal print, but not crazy amount. A little bit of blue, which I think makes it really fun with a cutoff. Similar length to that Love Stitch, maybe just a tiny bit longer. And then those side slits and great arm coverage. So really, really easy to wear. Some people I know love to rock these on the beach as like a simple little beach cover-up. I always think that's a fun option too. Now, last but not least, I think this is a great way to do that monochromatic trend. I've got on my white tank, my blue cutoffs, and then I'm putting on my fun blue, oh gosh, this is darn cute. My fun blue little tie-dye wrap. How darn cute. I mean, this is cute, right? This is real cute. So fun. So I love this guy because I think going monochromatic can also just be a little bit more elongating. It's just keeping things more simple. It still works with the shoe super easily. This is a pretty one to wear with blue jeans or white jeans. You can imagine. Let's grab those goldies again. There you go. That would be a pretty combination as well. I just think this is also kind of a fresh way to do tie-dye. So there you go. I mean, the wrap is such a fun little layer and again, a really easy way to kind of dress things up a little bit. Okay. Speaking of like kind of dressing up and combinations, there is one new silhouette that's happening in cutoffs that I want to talk about. It's the Bermuda. Has anyone tried the Bermuda on yet? Have you gotten it on your body? I'm super curious, right? I want to know what you think. So here's the deal. I grabbed two from our assortment, one from Cut and one from Citizens. And I'm going to tell you, this took some serious guts for me to put this on. I am 5'3", a little bit of change, not a lot of change, a little bit of change. I do not have long legs, and I am a short converter, meaning like I just got into shorts really honestly last year. So to put on a Bermuda kind of like rose up every fear I had in why I don't love shorts. They feel tight. They do make my legs look short. They're not comfortable. So here's the deal. I'm going to break it down for you and make looking for a Bermuda short easy. Couple tips. Number one, where should they hit you on your leg? My recommend in a Bermuda is to hit you above your knee, and not like at your knee, above your knee, gang. So when you're having it kind of hit below or even at your knee, they just start to feel really long, even in you long-legged mamas. And I know that there are many, many, many of you out there. I think when they start to get that long, it's a lot of denim. Number two, I think you need to find the right leg fit. In the same way that you are looking for that in your shorter length, look for something that is not super tight on your leg. They should feel relaxed. I think what makes them feel fresh now, kind of this time around the sun, when it comes to Bermudas, is something that is not so fitted. I know that I remember my high school days when I would wear like a longer Bermuda short and it was quite tight in the leg, and then you did like that little roll at the bottom. This is really meant to be vintage, relaxed, look like a pair of jeans that you just chopped off because you blew so many holes through the knees that they're just no longer salvageable. That is what this cutoff should look like. Really, really easy. So we have two options. I'm going to kind of walk you through the difference. The first is Cut. Now I'm going to tell you, this is the one that far and above looked best on me. No doubt about it. It has a more relaxed leg opening. So very similar, I'd say, to like their Jane short. So more relaxed in the thigh, a little bit shorter length. It has a higher rise, but not super high rise. And then this darker wash I felt was really flattering. So if I was going to kind of ease into this trend and give it a try, this is the one that I really liked. Now, I will also say one of the things I love about Cut is when I want to try a trend and I'm not sure I'm ready to make a huge investment, I don't ever feel bad buying cut because, guys, these are $79. So it's not a like bank breaker. You can give it a go, really feel comfortable in it and fun. Now you could totally wear it with this wrap. It'd be so cute. So that is why I loved this. More relaxed leg opening, little bit shorter for me, more of like a kind of a mid to high rise. And what I always love about cut is just a little bit of extra room in that hip. I wore my normal size in these. Normal size. I did not go down like I normally do in cut in full length denim, wore my normal size. Okay, option number 2. I think this short would be amazing for anyone who has less athletic legs or someone who is taller. So I know some of you don't love to wear shorts because you feel like your legs are too skinny and it's like, oh, too much leg coming out. Or you have really long legs and you just don't like having that long leg showing in your shorts. I hear you. I get it. And I actually think this is a really good option for you. So this is from Citizens for Humanity. This is a longer Bermuda length and a little bit slimmer fit. It is also a lighter wash than that cut that we were looking at. You can just see it's a couple shades lighter. So for those of you who are taller, for those of you who have thinner, longer, leaner legs, I think this is a really nice option. For me at 5'3", this guy was just too tight and too short. I would absolutely, positively say you should wear up a size in these. Go up from your normal denim size in this cutoff, much, much more comfortable. I think that's kind of the secret sauce there. So long, thinner legs, more athletic cut, really cute, both options. It's just finding the one that's right for you. And I think it's a trend worth trying. Also, if just that longer Parker is still not long enough, go Bermuda. And like, what a delightful moment when we've got all this multitude of lengths that are all happening in fashion. You can find the one that you're most comfortable in, which is so great and so fabulous. So what to wear with that Bermuda? I think one of the questions that comes up sometimes is like, I don't want it to look too mature. Like, I don't want it to look like the Bermuda that you're thinking about that like maybe your mom wore or that doesn't feel as youthful as we feel. So here's what I think. I think there's a couple ways to go and a couple things I would do. You also don't want to look too young, right? So like, how do you find that sweet spot? My recommend here is wearing something simple like this, right? Like a great little wrap and a muscle tee feels really good, something clean. Or actually my favorite way to style them is with a button down. So all these fabulous relaxed button downs that are happening right now, open up that neckline, you get a little peek, stack your jewelry, make it feel intentional. They're a relaxed body and fit, and just do like a little half tuck. Really, really easy. So I grabbed a couple of my favorites. The first is from Ronan Ryan. Now this is more of a gauzy fabrication, really fun, really yummy. The color is absolutely to die for, would look fantastic back to a Bermuda. You know that I'm always going to talk, whenever we're going to talk about button downs, I'm going to talk about rails. So this is a great little chambray piece. Yes, you can do denim on denim. I just really like it when you vary your washes. So this super, super light wash paired back to, say, that cut Bermuda in that darker wash is an easy, easy way to do it. So fun, looks so put together. And then last but not least, of course, is our favorite Cloth and Stone relaxed button down. Comes in white as well as in the blue denim. I think this guy runs true to size if you want it more tailored, or I size up and it just feels a tiny bit more relaxed, especially for me in the shoulders. I just wanted that slightly more kind of easy fit. Which one is my favorite? Ugh, that's hard. Okay, I would say if I was going to pick just one relaxed button down, I would go Cloth and Stone because I think the fabric on this is just got a little bit of weight to it, but not so much that it's heavy. The fit is spectacular. You've got a little bit of that pleat in the back, so a little bit more give. The white is not totally sheer, which I love that. The blue denim is a perfect medium, so it goes with light and dark denim. Probably one of my favorites. I don't know, can't go wrong. Okay, we talked about pairing that button down with a Bermuda, right? But yes, you can wear them with shorter shorts too. And I cannot have a moment where I am talking about cutoffs and I don't talk about the cut. So we've been talking like crazy about the Parker, right? We know we love it. We know we think the fit is fantastic. We go short, we go long, but there is also two fits and cut that I have been a huge fan of this year and for years like past. Okay, so here we go. The first is the Jane. So now this is kind of what I call Cut's answer to the Parker. It has a more relaxed leg opening. It is super easy pull on. I still in this guy, I still wear my normal denim size. I do not size down in the short the way that I do in regular cut denim. So I love this guy just because it's such an easy fit. I just want to make sure I've got both here. So the white and the blue, you can see that the washes are a little bit different too from the Parker, which is really nice. I'd say slightly lower rise than the A Goldie, but not significantly. I also think that in the cut, you've got more room in the hip, right? So that is one of the reasons I also like it. It's got a little bit more ease for me in my backside and through my hip. So this is one of those shorts you're going to put on. You're always going to feel like $1,000,000 in it. Now, this is kind of the sister to Cut's tried and true. What I always recommend for people if they are just starting to wear cutoffs, the Gidget. Now, the Gidget is a more tailored cutoff. It is not going to be as relaxed as the Jane, but I think it is kind of a cross between maybe the Jane and the Parker. A little bit slimmer, but still not tight in the leg, more of a mid-rise. Which one is my favorite, Heidi? Ugh. Guys, honestly, I like them both. I mean, the difference, I think, between the cut and the Parker and why I gravitate from one to the other is really about the waistband and the hip. So I think the Parker is definitely more of a relaxed vintage look. So if you are looking for that like kind of 70s cool, I've had this like short forever, they were like my dad's and then I cut them off and I've had them for 25 years kind of look, then I think you cannot go wrong with a Parker. And I am a huge A Goldie Citizens fan. I've always loved their fit for me. I carry, a little bit of curve in my backside, and proportionately speaking, my legs are just stronger. So they take up more room. Strong legs. Love that, right? Now the cut, the reason I love the cut is the stretch. No doubt about it. I love that about them. And I would also say, again, that the fit in the waist is a little different. So the cut, I think, really just kind of shapes to your waist, and it gives me more room in my hips. So kind of depending on the day, I don't know that I love one more than the other, but that would be how I differentiate the two and why I would reach for one instead of another if I'm thinking about kind of body type and what works better for you. And I do absolutely love this Gidget. So fun. I want to see questions. Yes. For your strong legs, right? I saw the best meme. I don't even know if it was a meme, but on Instagram that was talking about just body positivity and what a woman's daughter said. She put on a pair, and her daughter was little, like 5. Put on a pair of pants, they didn't fit her, and her daughter said, "My legs are too strong for these." And I just thought, that is now imprinted in my mouth, and I am going to say that exclusively because that is the truth. Ladies, it is the truth. Our legs are too strong for some of our shorts, and we're going to pivot into something that makes our strong legs look their best. Huge fan. So that is kind of the difference, I'd say, between the Jane, the Gidget, and the Parker and how I kind of choose. The other big difference, gang, is price, right? So the cut is well under $100. So a really, really great price point to play with, or if you just kind of want to try both, it's an easy one to get a Parker and then a Jane, and then you have both to choose from. I mean, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. Okay, here's the deal. So many fun pieces that are just barreling into our stores and online, and here's what I have been finding over the past couple weeks. Get your hands on them because they are flying. You love it one week, it's gone the next. crazy, crazy times right now, but so fun. And I know that I, for one, am just craving a wardrobe update, and I can tell you guys are too. I hope this was so helpful in kind of answering those cutoff questions. I can't wait for you to get your body into a pair of cutoffs. I'll be curious to know if any of you tried the Bermuda, and I want to hear about the fit and what you think, or what you think of the Parker and the Jane. If you do want to see me try on multitude of styles, a Parker, a Jane, and a Bermuda, you can actually go to Every TV on our website, and I have a story that I did a few weeks ago that talked about the differences. I walk through the fit of each one, and you can see how it fits on me differently. It's a good little, I don't know, kind of Q&A tutorial on how they all fit. There you go. Okay, I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. I hope the sun is shining where you are. I hope this was helpful. And if you want to see those Parkers on a bunch of bodies, don't forget to check out our reels on Instagram. We've got them all on our style crew, and everyone does a fun, fabulous job. I'm just so proud of everyone for going for it. Okay, enough. I'm going to go. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. Take care, everyone.